Hey everyone, this is Leigh reporting for Press for Truth. What you're about to watch is not influenced by a $600 million media bailout. $7 million of Canadian taxpayers' money was not spent on a fake news police patrol. sElections Canada didn't pay me $650,000 to help influence you to vote in what seems to be an already rigged election. These days, our social media is speech-controlled, polls are fabricated, and our news cycle is completely scripted. So I thought there's no other way around this but to talk to some Canadians face-to-face on my way to check up on one of, if not the most important issue Canada faces this election cycle, immigration via Roxham Road. So let's jump right into it. I hope you enjoy.
4 years ago, your campaign was about sunny ways. Mm-hmm. You promised Canadians you would do politics differently. In the 4 years you've been in office, you were found guilty twice of ethics violations. What have you learned from that?
Oh, that we continue to have more to do to demonstrate the kinds of transparency that Canadians. We
you
as a government.
Talking we, but these ethics violations were you.
Do you think Justin Trudeau is going to get in again?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. He did some good things, he did some bad things.
What are the good things he did?
He came back and he the bad things come to mind first. Carbon tax, I agree with. That's a good thing. We need to start pushing in that direction. North Americans live above their means, so we have to change something about that. So I was okay with that.
Do you think Justin Trudeau is going to get in again?
I try not to watch a whole lot of it anymore because it's all he said, she said stuff, and everybody has their opinion, and there's not much we can do.
Do you think that voting nowadays matters, or has it ever mattered, or do you think it's effective?
It's hard because people get really upset and say, we'll just say the Liberals or the Conservatives, and then they will vote all one way the one time, and then they get upset with them, and then they turn around and re-vote the other ones. So it's a flip-flop, right? So I'm really not sure how to answer that. So do you think Trudeau is going to get in again?
No. I don't think he's lost the election like a month ago. Just things that he's made promises never done through, He's putting a ban on assault guns, but he says nothing on handguns.
Are you a registered gun owner, or no?
No. I'm going to say, what's his name? Andrew Scheer is going to get in. Oh, I think he's got a lot going for him. The stuff that he's promised. They're all the same. They promise, and then they lie.
I stopped consuming mainstream media news after my first tour in Afghanistan, 2010-11. I did this because I no longer had faith based on what I saw, participated in on this tour, that these corporate-owned entities, and in the case of the CBC, government subsidized, that they were presenting the facts and the story in its entirety and trying to keep out bias. Does Trudeau deserve to be rehired? Would you rehire this man if you were his employer? The $650 million media buyout just in time for the election, the debate commissioner and creating the debate commission, ethics violations of taking a trip to the Aga Khan's billionaire island, the treatment of Vice Admiral Norman, former commander of the Royal Canadian Navy, the settlement given to Omar Khadr without even going through the court systems, yet still taking veterans to court, the Equitas Society, over pensions for life, and lying about pensions for life.
I was prepared to be killed in action. What I wasn't prepared for, Mr. Prime Minister, is Canada turning its back on me. So which veteran was it that you were talking about?
Why are we still fighting against certain veterans groups in court? Because they're asking for more than we are able to give right now.
Yeah, I'm Brock Laschuk. I'm a veteran. I served with the Canadian Armed Forces for 7 years, from 2007 to 2015. Back on my first deployment in Afghanistan from October of 2009 till April 3rd of 2010. I lost my leg, so that kind of set me on the course of medical release and dealing with Veterans Affairs. And then back in February of last year, I kind of made front page news as the veteran who confronted Justin Trudeau. So, and I'm sure lots of people have seen that video. My confrontation with him is kind of my statement that I made out through all of the government, because over the last decade, conservative or liberal, they've kind of dropped the ball, and I kind of wanted to talk to them about appropriately what their needs are, just more or less. Basically, the veterans that were standing behind him when he made his original platform announcement back in 2015, where all the MPs in his caucus actually got served, and they're all standing there with their medals. Of course, in 2015, we of course were dealing with the Harper stuff with Giulio Fantino and stuff like that, right? In the veteran community, it was just kind of like, Harper ain't listening to us. What else we going to do? And then Trudeau came riding in on his, I wouldn't say as a white knight, but I'd probably say aluminum armor. Probably it definitely was not what was thought to be promised. For example, the new education program that came out. Great that they're providing veterans an education benefit, 20 years after a whole lot of other NATO countries. There's also problems with that as well. In Veterans Affairs, we have what we call a career impact allowance or earnings loss benefit, and that kind of helps the guys that can. It kind of covers their 90% of their wage. But while they're on that program, they can't take part in the schooling funding. So basically, if you can, to get off that program, most things nowadays you got to go back to school for. But when you already have a family, a mortgage, and everything like that, how are you supposed to be able to go back to school if they're going to cut off your livelihood funding? I have friends that take medical cannabis as a prescription, instead of all the other garbage, the pill cocktails that they throw us on. And Veterans Affairs only really approves 3 grams. You can get more of your prescription covered with VAC if you have a supporting documentation from a pain specialist as well. Even though I don't know why, but when it comes to opioids or any other synthetic drugs, it's unlimited. Veterans are made to suffer and basically have undue hardship because they can't get their full prescription, even though their doctor has prescribed it. And to find out that you got people still dying from, the mental injuries that they obtained overseas, to me, it's just wrong. And then when you're making these guys wait 2 years until they're able to get any help, we just don't got that kind of time. And that's really why I did it at the end of the day, and, it probably didn't really settle with me how much of an impact that moment actually did until probably when I heard the fact that a major political party is actually talking about putting laws in place to protect veterans. That's kind of probably where it hit home for me, really. I just want to say thank you for the support out there that's have come down through the last year and everything like that from Canadians from coast to coast. I believe the everyday Canadian does appreciate the people who serve and sacrifice for them, again, from the first responder realm all the way to the military realm, I believe most people are grateful for that, and I just want to say thank you for that support.
Do you think Justin Trudeau is going to get in again?
I don't really think so, but I don't follow it that closely. I don't know, I always vote green.
Yeah. Do you think he's doing a good job? How do you think the current state of Canada is doing? You don't think he's doing a good job?
I'm disappointed.
Do you guys vote?
We vote?
Are you going to vote? So do you think Justin Trudeau's going to get in again?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you think Justin Trudeau's going to get in again?
Probably not.
Why not?
Crazy as fuck.
Do you guys vote?
Yes.
Do you guys think Trudeau is going to get in again?
I do. Not with that picture. We'll see.
Do you guys vote?
I'm not a Canadian citizen.
You're not a Canadian citizen? Are you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna vote this year.
Are you gonna vote?
Yeah.
So do you think Trudeau's gonna get in again?
Based on the polls right now, it says so, but I don't think so. I think we have to wait more time. It's like a month away, so we'll see.
And I think Trudeau is taking good steps for the overall development of the country. It will take time, so I think another chance to the Trudeau government should be given. And I say everyone to vote to the Trudeau. Thank you.
I was not born here. I moved here 10 years ago. I just started being able to vote. I'm gonna vote for the NDP, of course. Liberals are fake to me. Conservatives are just money motivated. NDP is in the middle. That's
Do you guys hope Trudeau gets in again, or are you just...
Absolutely don't care. It does, as for Trudeau and conservatives, I'd rather conservatives. Because Trudeau is fake, but he charges us a lot of money. So what's the point?
So why do you think you're voting for Jagmeet Singh?
Because he fights for the oppressed and against the oppressors. He's against the Saudis' arms deal. You heard about that? Trudeau absolutely does nothing. They're murderous people. So basically, I call Trudeau a murderous guy because it's like you're an affiliated criminal. You can't just be soft on a guy because he's your prime minister.
Do you think Trudeau's going to get in again?
I hope so. I feel during election time a lot of things come out about things we did in the past. Stupid pictures that we've taken, dumb ideas, and this is when people wait to bring it out. We can't always judge people on the past.
Well, even yourself, you're not the patient therapist. Like, there's a chance to take on.
I don't know.
But do actions speak louder than words?
Yeah, I think what has happened is pretty bad. I'm not saying like it's terrible. And I would never, but I mean, I'm never going to run for a political thing. I'm sure there's pictures of things I did in high school that people would be like, what's going on?
My battle doesn't stop here.
Like I said, I don't have a particular candidate that I can say 100%. I just know as of right now, I cannot vote conservative for my own personal reasons.
No?
No, I'm just surprised that they let go all the way to the border.
Why is that?
It can be normally if people are not, stop over there.
Why are you checking how many come over?
Just want to see that everything
So you help people across?
where we just make sure everything goes smooth.
Do you live in the States?
No, I didn't go. I live in Canada.
You live in Canada? So you cross to the United States to make sure... Interesting. Another one just pulled up. Where are you from? Nigeria? He's got Tommy Hilfiger on. Where are you from?
Africa.
The legal way to enter Canada. You are the police, you are not immigration. To enter here, you're going to be arrested. And that, the legal way to enter Canada is most powerful is that. Okay? If you decide to cross, make sure you bring everybody and everything. Okay, the line is right here.
Do you think Trudeau has done a good job?
Oh, if I think that, I really don't know. I think he did, yes. Yes, personally, I think he did.
I'm not in politics. I hate politics. I don't even know half of what's going on.
Do you vote?
Nope.
You don't vote?
Nope.
Why not?
Eh?
Why don't you vote?
I don't know who to vote for. So, no, I don't vote.
How do you think Trudeau has done?
He's Mr. Grand-Père. Moi, je suis en anglais, Grand-Père.
No one here likes Trudeau?
No.
Why not?
He's not a good guy. He make too much bad moves.
Do you think he's going to get in again?
No way. Impossible.
What are your thoughts about the Canadian selection? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. It really does help throw a curveball to the algorithm. If you'd like to support our efforts further, please consider donating at pressfortruth.ca/donate. Links are always in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. This is Leigh, reporting for Press for Truth.
We all want truth. The truth will set you free.